So it wasn't too long ago that Mezco revealed that they were going to be taking another crack at everyone's favorite Big Blue Boy Scout, because the first one left fans wanting. Although right now it goes for a metric butt ton on eBay, a lot of fans just weren't super satisfied with it. There was a huge secondary market for people to buy outfits for their Superman figure. I bought two. One in the Reeves style and one in a darker kind of comic book style, both from Tony May. If Mezco had delivered on a suit that I was satisfied with in the first place, I never would have even attempted finding one on the secondary market because I would have been satisfied with what Mezco made in the first place. So when we saw the first few images at Mezco Toys Fair of this second attempt at Superman, a lot of us were left incredibly stoked and then wondering, the most important piece of information, when does this guy go up for pre-order? But we sat in the dark for quite a while. That is until yesterday, when Mezco Toys shared through their Instagram account that this figure would indeed be going up for pre-order today, the day that I'm making this video. Now, I've gone ahead and ordered two of these, and I don't usually order two figures off the bat, but I did order two, one directly from Mezco and one from Big Bad Toy Store, so they'll probably show up at different times. You can order these right now after the video if you'd like to. You probably should finish watching the video first so you can see all the imagery and make your decision, but if you want to purchase this guy after the video, you can trip on over to, I just see a few people left. Fine. Don't leave the door open. It's very drafty out there. You're gonna let all the hot air out. No, I'm kidding. I think I'm doing a pretty good job of letting all the hot air out myself. Well, anyway, after hours of refreshing the Mezco Toys page, because we weren't given a time that it would go up for pre-order like we often are, we were just told what day. Finally, the bar at the top of the page showed images of this new Superman figure, and it was evident that it was now up for pre-order. Now, if you want this figure, we can see that right off the bat, he's going to cost you $125, which is more than some of Mezco's other offerings. But by the time we get to the end of the pictures, you'll probably see why it costs as much as it does. And I feel like in today's action figure climate, for how much things cost, the price is justified. So for starters, we have that first image of Superman flying with his outstretched hand. Nothing new. We've seen this one. This is one of the first images that they shared with us. Next, we have an image of Superman smashing through a wall, causing all manner of destruction. And one thing we notice off the bat is this one's going to come with a light up eye feature. I mean, you can see it by looking at his face, but there's also a little yellow circle there that says includes head portrait with heat vision light up function. I think that's very cool. If you're gonna do heat vision eye Superman, it's nice that it's gonna be an actual light up feature, because that's gonna make the action figure photography just pop. Then we have Superman in between two train cars, clearly trying to avert some disaster. And the cool thing about this is we're beginning to get a good idea of what his suit is going to look like. And you'll see further on that it is not what other people are saying the suit actually is. This next image is one that we've all already seen. It's the one with him just standing with his fists, his hands at his hips in that classic superhero pose. This has sparked a lot of questions as to whether or not this is just the Reeves suit, the Superman movie suit, that's been reused again. And it's not. This is in no way the same figure. But the reason why people began to ask that question is because they said, well, look, the symbol's the same on the chest, and oh, look, the belt is the same in the boots. But you'll see as we go further that it's really not the same suit at all. This next is Superman with some heat vision blasts coming out of his eyes, looking very, very fired up. Again, we get another good look at the suit. And it says here, includes battle-ready portrait with 2 interchangeable heat vision effects. The next image is one that I think a lot of us are going to be happy to receive, and that is a Superman who doesn't look fired up or angry or even stern. He may even look like he's in a good mood, thus possibly even hopeful, positive even. I'm going to say that this is pretty much a smiling suit. So if you look at the corners of his mouth, they're not straight out, they're pointing up just a little bit. So I'll take it. Here's a close-up of the heat vision effect that is going to come on one of the head sculpts. Looks very good, very impressed. Here is the image, again, that they shared on their Instagram page. Just a classic image of Superman lifting up what looks to be a burned out school bus. I hope he got there in time to save the kids. Or maybe it's in the middle of a battle in Metropolis and there's the children have been long evacuated from the bus. Either way, a fantastic shot, and it really showcases the body of this figure. Here we have Superman in the classic lifting a car pose. Instead, this is clearly like an old school truck by the looks of it, like a farm truck, because it looks like he's in a farmer's field. Is that a dead guy in the background? I don't know what that is. Is that Pa Kent? Here we get a look at one of the accessories that he's going to come with that I think a lot of us fans are going to be really stoked about, and that is the Black Mercy plant. The one that attaches to your chest and then puts you away in your like ideal heaven-like daydream state, so it can suck forth from your life force. And with Superman, that's a big life force. So you have pretty much a limitless amount of life force for that Black Mercy to stick to. Where's Jason Todd when we need him with the gauntlets to rip the thing off of his chest for the man who has everything? Here we have an image that invokes the classic imagery of the Superman Flash race. Who's gonna win? Well, that depends on what era you're reading and what issue. Although Superman can use the treadmill the same as the Flash is just faster. Here we can see another accessory that the Superman's going to come with, and that is a starro to attach to his face. So that's really cool. These are fantastic shots too, by the way. I love what they're doing with some of these shots. Next, we have a classic shot of Superman smashing through a wall. I like it. And again, we get a good look at that face sculpt, that head sculpt, the one that looks like he may be slightly stern, but definitely in good humor. Here's one of a very stern looking Superman. So it's another face sculpt. And we also can see here very clearly that he comes with a Phantom Zone projector. So that is another very cool accessory for him to come with. Coming with the Black Mercy, the Starro, the Phantom Zone projector. These are relevant accessories that we never got with the previous Superman figure. And here is another fantastic accessory. It is 5 types of Kryptonite. Your blue, your white, your gold, your green, and your red Kryptonite, each of them having a different effect on him. I wonder if these light up. It doesn't say they light up, so I'm not going to expect that they light up, but it is very cool that he does in fact come with this accessory. And over in the corner, we'll see that the S on this cape here, because this is probably the prototype, this is likely the Reeve cape, but I won't expect it to have the Christopher Reeve S on the back when the final product that we get probably won't have that S on the back. Here's another great shot of Superman ripping his way out of something, just flexing those Kryptonian muscles, clearly dominating whatever the heck that is he's ripping a hole in. Great shot of the figure though, by the way. Now here's where we get to the real meat and potatoes. We see all the stuff that he's going to come with, and there are 2 pages, so stay with me now. We see that he's going to come with 7 interchangeable head portraits in total, 5 of which don't have any real features. They're just different facial features. So open mouth, possibly surprised or maybe angry. Then we have one that looks like he's got a bit of a smirk of good humor, the stern face, the angry face, and the straight face. Then we have the one that has the light up heat vision eyes, and also the one where you can add the heat vision effects, the 2 separate heat vision effects to the face. And there's a whole slew of extra hands. But wait, there's more. Turn the page and we see the Black Mercy, the Phantom Zone projector, the Starro. You also have some bullets that ricochet, as well as 2 punch effects and the Kryptonite display. So as you can see, this Superman comes with a metric butt ton of relevant, by the looks of it, well executed accessories. So there we go. Taking into account the huge value that we've just gone over, the large number of accessories that you get, the fact that it's cloth goods, clothing, I feel like the $125 price tag is merited. In this day and age, figures aren't cheap to make. I know Todd McFarlane sells his 7-inch figures for $19.99 American per figure, but there's a lot less that goes in to those figures than there is one of these figures. They're not as well articulated. They don't have the accessory count. They don't have somebody stitching together individually made cloth goods uniforms. So you can't, it's like comparing apples and kumquats. They're just 2 very different things. So personally, I was glad to pay the $125 for each one of these figures, and I know that these are only going to go up in price. I'm not waiting for a secondary market chance to buy these. I already messed up in getting the 89 Batman, and I'm going to have to try to find my way to get my hands on it, but I couldn't get it the day that it came out, so now when it's finally released, I'm going to be scrambling to get my hands on one. I'm not making that same mistake here. This is definitely one that I'm super stoked about, and if you're a Superman fan, I would say go get it while it's still there, up for pre-order. Big Bad Toy Store or MezcoToys.com, that's where I got mine, but who knows where you can find him. He's not an exclusive to Mezco, so go get him.